the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Take a look at the Kings. They presently occupy that final playoff spot. Up a game as the regular season winds to a close, but no time to relax.
Well, the season series has been an exercise in futility for this club this season. They've lost both of the previous matchups. They'd like to stop that streak right now.
They don't want to go down 0-3 to these guys. I can guarantee you that. And because of that, Steve, I think we're going to see a fantastic effort here tonight.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Allison runs the point. Wistowski's at the 2. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Kirkland in at the 4 spot. Can't hit. Last game for the Lakers. They picked up the W against Cleveland.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning. Unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
Fry slams it in. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Hayward kicks to Collison. And here is Cousins. 23 points for him the last game against the Clippers.
And a huge rebounding night as well, really controlling the glass.
Sacramento on defense. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought they were late on their rotations. They didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it.
Now here's Hayward after the miss from Fry. Cousins, the pass to Collison. 6 to shoot. Here's Kirkland. Good, and the assist goes to Collison.
You just can't afford to let somebody get that good position in the paint.
Well, it's more than trouble when he does catch it down there, Steve. He's never going to miss from that range.
Now, here's Fry. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And he really competed defensively, too. He got 3 steals.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Hayward kicks to Collison. Sacramento moving it around. Cousins inside. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. The Lakers trail. I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Yes, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat. They're facing a team that they've yet to beat this season. 2 losses. And I asked them what they needed to do to turn it around. He said, quote, at the end of the day, it comes down to putting points on the board. And we've got to find a way to be effective despite their shot blocking. Even if we shoot a few more jumpers, if we can crash the boards, we'll create some good opportunities. Guys, they need to break through and grab a win here today.
Thank you, Doris, and quite a focus for the game here early on, and an important one, too, guys.
Yeah, they know how tough a task it's going to be to take on this defense. They've got to focus on that aspect right away.
Well, that's the priority in the scouting report. You face a team this good defensively, you're thinking about how we need to attack. And then it's a matter of executing once you get out there.
Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely, those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Here's Collison after the basket by Los Angeles from 6 feet, and it's Cousins. That time on the assist by Collison. 8 points here for Cousins. Look at the last game for Sacramento. It was a win against the Clippers.
Yeah, they really struggled shooting the ball in that game, but still came away with the win. Obviously, they had to pick up the slack in a lot of areas, and they did it.
Yeah, and Steve, I think that says an awful lot about them as a team when they're able to win despite shooting that poorly.
Here's Wistowski's.
The offense is getting right to the rim. At least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Matching to get this game underway. Now Fry points for him. On baseline, Jay bounces high off the rim and drops. Fry's got 8.
Well, he's been working hard to get good looks and paying off for him early. Let's see some of the numbers here on DeMarcus Cousins. They are loving what they've seen from him. His stat lines have been tremendous. He's averaging 19 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he really brings that offensive firepower to this team. Finding ways to score is his specialty.
Yeah, that's his identity, Steve, among other contributions, obviously. But the ability to make plays that put up points, that's a major weapon in his arsenal.
Here's the pass to Stauskas. 5 on the clock. No good. Nice D from DeRozan.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Fry with the ball. Picked up by Collison. DeRozan. The three-pointer, no good. The Kings trailing. Here's Hayward, and he gets it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's Fry. He's got 8 to the inside. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got his second bucket tonight.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. The Lakers, number 1.
Well, they didn't get there by accident, guys. I mean, this is a team with great awareness, great hustle. They play so hard, and they play together at the defensive end.
Now, here's Collison. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to McLemore. Shot clock at 2. Here's Kirkland. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw.
I'm sure he feels like they should have the lead right now, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Here's Hill. Tries again. Chandler with the defensive effort. Now here's Collison. 9 points last game out. Conley with it. He's picked up by Hill. Chandler with a screen for Conley. Down low. Kirkland. That's in there. Conley with the assist. He has 5.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And Rubio kicks to Hill. Picked up by Hill. To the paint. Soft touch off the glass.
So that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Here's Conley after Jordan Hill's bucket. And that one's good. And the Kings lead by 2.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like.
Collison against Rubio. There's the feed to Fry. Back to Rubio. The tray. No luck. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Doubled by Fry. Outside Conley. Pass to Kirkland. Hill pulls it in.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Over to the wing. Wide open. No good.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Collison dishes to Conley. Chandler with the screen on DeRozan. Here's Kirkland. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. He has 7.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Fry.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Here's Conley. Can't get it to go. changes here. Fry, he's in at the point. DeRozan out there with Hill. Then it's Johnson, and it's McDaniel at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. Conley with it, now guarded by DeRozan. Clock at 6. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on DeRozan. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
You got to like the consistency they're showing with that mid-range shot.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low. Here in the second half of the season, you get an idea of the Lakers and where they stand statistically. First in steals and shooting percentage. And they're also number 1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
Yeah, Clark, this is a team that scares opponents because of that steals number that you talked about. They're so good at anticipating plays. They seem to have a good scheme defensively night in and night out. They know their roles. They make their rotations. They read the passing lanes, and they frequently get out there, make steals, and then get out in their transition game.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. The Wizard in their last time out against the Cavaliers got the job done. He dropped in 32 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was really incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight. His teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
Oh, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pound.
Now, here's Collison. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yep, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Here's Fry. He's got 12. Johnson outside. He kicks it to Fry. Hill against Chandler. Hill, no good. Kings have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Now here's Collison, guarded by Fry. It's stolen by Johnson. And Fry slams it in.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, startling that he'd even try that right now.
A try by Collison. 51 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's DeRozan. Drops one in from the wing. And now a 5-point Laker lead.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for them today.
Yeah, they found that sweet spot between the paint and the three-point line, and they're knocking a lot of those shots down.
So it's Sacramento. Outside Collison. This is it to Kirk. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Now, here is Hill. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And, you know, this lead is going to grow if they can continue to get to the free throw line.
And he sinks the second.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
Collison kicks to Chandler. Chandler with a screen for Conley. Back to Chandler. And it's Conley penetrating. They recover. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Kirkland. Got it off in time. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Laker.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to...
Beginning, both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Talk about being on this game. Look at the numbers for the Wizard. He has 14 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
Well, being smart is what it's all about for him, Clark. I mean, he's a decision maker. He's a playmaker. He has to make good decisions. That's what he's doing here so far.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. City's all filled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Kings. Allison runs the point. Rostowski's at the 2. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Hayward in at the small forward position. And stolen by Fry. And the jam by Nick Young.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk card coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
That's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively, ready to react and make a play.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. Decent edge and rebound.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And Sacramento has possession. After the basket by the Lakers. Hayward passes to Cousins. Shot clock at 6. Here's Stoush. And that one hits back iron. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Drive, good. And now it's an 8-point Laker lead.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something that should get away from him.
Feeds it to Hayward. Cousins with a screen on Young. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
And I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that. But they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Sacramento needs to do a better job guarding against Randall.
He has 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Now here's Hayward, averaging 14 points a game. That one goes. Count it.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Lakers leading by 7. Here's Fry, and he finishes nicely on the way. Fry's got 6 in the quarter.
I'm waiting for the fire alarm to go off the way they've come out blazing in the second half. That's 5 straight days.
And let's take this moment to check out the point guards with the highest shooting percentage from the last 10 games. You look at Fry, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
And that percentage is what you'd hope to get from one of your big men. To get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter, though, I mean, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, Steve, he has been a laser. That's what coaches call dead-eye shooters, lasers. His #1 job is to create looks for his teammates. And as you can see by that percentage, he's just as good at creating high-quality chances for himself.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Hayward. Cousins with a screen for Hayward, and they call an illegal screen here.
And a sloppy stretch for him. Now 2 turnovers in 3 minutes. He's got to focus in and value the ball.
Ricky Rubio checked in for the Lakers. Here's Rubio. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Fry with the ball. Working on Collison. Young's shot is off. The Kings have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Collison. Hayward's got 6 points.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Fry with the ball. Working on Collison.
Well contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You've got to make them work for it, challenge every shot.
Now here's Hayward. Defense right on him. The pass to Stauskas. 6 on the shot clock, and that one's good. And that's now 18 points here for Cousins.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. His teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Randall. Cousins pulls it in. The Kings trailed by 7. The kick out to Collison. Here's Kirkland. And it comes off the front of the rim. Lakers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Rebound by the Kings. Hayward's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that one's good. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter. Both teams deciding to change it up.
And while we have a chance.
1:37 left to play in the third. Here's Stauskas, covered by Rubio. Again, the miss by the King. Lakers leading by 7. Shots good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 10 points.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
The Lakers making a switch here. Prize checked in. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You look at the Lakers. They've got their eye on the number 1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, Sacramento. Out of the same realm right now in terms of their record.
Checking out Los Angeles. They've had such a tremendous regular season. I mean, really exceeding even the most optimistic projections. A bit of a surprise, actually.
And with the playoffs right around the corner.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
McLemore dishes to Conley. Shot clock at 5. And he connects with the jumper. Conley's got 8. Los Angeles leading by 7. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Fry, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
There's a screen. Here's Cousins. Off target with the jump hook. From deep. Oh, he knocks it in. A beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
Oh, 3 points right there at the end of the quarter.
Only about 1 in 50 of those go down, but that's why you chuck them up there. You want to give yourself a chance.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit. Let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This is just a marvelous piece of coordination between 2 teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
And Los Angeles guys shooting around 60% on the night. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Collison kicks to Cousins. He dishes it to Conley. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Count that one. Cousins has got 22. Lakers leading by 12. With the ball. There's the dish to Young. He feeds it to Fry. Shot clock at 6. Outside DeRozan. And a miss there on the triple. The Kings trailed by 12. And it's sent back by Hill. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Randall's checked in for Jordan Hill. And a change for Sacramento. Hayward's checked in. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. It's good from about 19 feet.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality that they have. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving inside to side and working to get a good shot.
Up off the screen. It's hauled in by Collison.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Pass to Kirkland. Dishes it to McLemore. To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up the baseline. DeRozan with the rebound. Lakers leading by 10. Nick Daniel, the pass to front. From 12 feet out. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Fry's got 33 points.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number one, they're ahead.
Passes to Kirkland. In low to Cousins. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
And maybe that'll give this team a little bit of their edge back.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles. The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The pass to Kirkland. Kicks to McLemore. Hayward is screen on DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cousins. Puts the fade away right on the money. Cousins has got 6 here in this quarter.
It's been a bright spot for them. He's had an incredibly efficient offensive performance.
Steve, his shooting really has been just terrific. They'd be much worse off if it weren't for him, that's for sure.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Price checked in. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Punches it down the top.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
The Kings trailed by 12. Pass to Kirkland. Ball's knocked loose. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And again, another basket good from Fry. Fry's got 37. The Kings have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Really nice efficiency there. Outside Collison. And it's the Lakers on the break. And finished off by DeRozan.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
Cousins with a screen for McLemore. He's feeling it. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist for McLemore. That's 28 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Passes it to McDaniel. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. Find a gap in the defense and attack that rim with force.
He is so good at doing just that.
Maybe as good as anybody. Just so athletic and strong.
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. The Kings trailed by 16. Pass to Cousins. Screen by Cousins. And McLemore kicks to Cousins. Clock at 4. A 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. DeRozan. Beautiful Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Oh, trying for it. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. They get a hand on it. Collison dishes to Cousins. But he gets it back. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Cousins has got 30.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
Fry with the ball. Picked up by Collison. Fry passes to Randall. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That free throw, no good. Sacramento making a switch here. Stauskas is checked in. Good on the second free throw. The Kings trail by 17. Collison kicks to Cousins. Cousins with a screen for Hayward. Off the pick. And again, it's DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 18 points now here in the second half.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Now, here's Fry. And Randall throws it down.
That's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
Kings have got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, during break, I heard the Lakers coach as he addressed his team. He told his guys, be patient at the offensive end. Whatever we do, we cannot waste possessions with bad shot selection. He also conveyed very strongly that they need to not take chances defensively, saying, quote, going for a steal and getting burned is not worth it. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Fry with the ball. He's against Collison. And Cousins comes over to help. 6 to shoot. Here's McDaniel. And another basket for the Lakers.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
Cousins with a screen for Collison to the wing right side. Hayward kicks to Collison. Kept alive. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, what we saw here tonight is one team just had everything going for it, and the other did. Huge margin of victory for Los Angeles.
But they simply ran him off the court.
It was all about the transition game. Fast break points, the difference.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
Now they're on the brink of sweeping the season series with this club. Once they polish off this win, there's just one more to go.
And it's not a short series either, Steve. It's a 4-game. How much do you think they'll be looking forward to that 4th game? I'm guessing a lot.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for the Wizard. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
What a game we've seen here for Conley. He has 8 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around, get everybody involved is a thing of beauty.
Ed Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Fry dishes to Hill. The feet to Fry. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Fry's got 39.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Here's Hayward. And that one goes long. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a really nice job of extending their lead, Kevin.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Johnson goes in, and a missed layup. Kings have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Here's Stauskas. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Sacramento making a switch here. Fry, that's for 2, and the miss. So it's...
Well, big numbers for